Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935. His parents were Vernon and Gladys Presley. He was born in a two-room house in Tupelo, Mississippi. He had a twin brother named Jesse Garon that was stillborn, and as a result, Elvis grew up an only child. In 1948, Elvis and his parents moved to Memphis, Tennessee, and in 1953, Elvis graduated from Humes High School. According to Biography.com, Elvis got his first guitar at the age of 10 after his mother talked him into buying a guitar for his birthday instead of a bicycle because they couldn't afford the bicycle. In 1953, Elvis walked into Sun Studios and paid $4 to record his first demo. Elvis's first #1 album, Heartbreak Hotel, was released in 1956. On the official Elvis website, Elvis.com, Elvis has had over 150 different albums and singles that have been certified gold, platinum, or multi-platinum by the Recording Institute Association of America. Over 40% of Elvis's total record sales have been outside the United States, even though he never toured outside the U.S. besides Canada. That's pretty remarkable. In 1956, Elvis signed a movie contract with Paramount Pictures. Elvis's first film, Love Me Tender, was released in 1956. When all was said and done, Elvis starred in 31 feature films. Elvis was called to serve in the United States Army when he received his draft notice in 1957. He was accepted into the Army officially in March of 1958. Elvis served in Germany for about a year and a half during this time. He was called back to the U.S. on leave because his mom was diagnosed with acute hepatitis. She died August 14th of 1958. His brief stint in the Army didn't hamper his career in the slightest. After leaving the Army in 1960, Elvis recorded the soundtrack for his film G.I. Blues. Elvis acted in Blue Hawaii in 1961, Girls, Girls, Girls in 1962, and Viva Las Vegas in 1964. Elvis's Las Vegas show opened at the International Hotel in Las Vegas in the summer of 1969 for a 4-week 57-show engagement. He returned to the International in the winter of 1970 and broke his own attendance records. During the 1970s, Elvis toured the United States and continued to break box office records. He would play in Las Vegas 1 or 2 times a year. During the concert years, between 1969 and 1977, Elvis performed nearly 1,100 concerts. During this period, the one-piece jumpsuits and karate moves became part of Elvis's show. While in Germany when Elvis was in the Army, he met a young woman named Priscilla Ballou at a party that he was hosting. The date was September 13th of 1959. It would be the start of a beautiful relationship. In the December of 1966, Elvis bought Priscilla a horse for Christmas and proposed to her, giving her a ring as well. In May of 1967, Elvis and Priscilla got married at the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas, and in 1968 they had a daughter named Lisa Marie. Sadly, Elvis and Priscilla would divorce in 1973 after 6 years of marriage. You could say this was the beginning of the end for Elvis. Elvis became addicted to prescription drugs, and his weight was out of control. In the fall of 1973, Elvis was hospitalized for issues related to his destructive lifestyle. Even through his personal struggles, Elvis continued drawing big crowds of people in Las Vegas and on tour. In June of 1977, Elvis would give his final concert in Indianapolis, Indiana. When the concert was over, Elvis returned to his sanctuary in Graceland to prepare for the next tour. Sadly, that would never happen. On August 16th of 1977, Elvis Presley died of heart failure at the age of 42. Hundreds of people gathered outside the gates of Graceland in disbelief that Elvis was really dead. Could Elvis really be dead? There's been much speculation on whether or not he really died or just faked his own death to escape his reality. I would love to believe that he's on a beach somewhere, relaxing and minding his own business, but that's not likely. He has one of the most recognizable faces in the world. Someone would have made sure Elvis was found if he were really alive. To this day, Elvis is still and will always be the king of rock and roll. Musicians from all genres still look to Elvis Presley's music and life story as inspiration for their own music and courage in the face of adversity. He was definitely one of a kind, and this world became a little bit dimmer the day that Elvis Presley died. I hope you've learned a lot by watching this Elvis Presley video, as I did while I researched it. This video is dedicated to Elvis Presley. May you rest in peace.